Okay, so the false card you have your past is the Star. Yeah, so before I say anything about this, just looking over this whole spread, there's this really strong energy of, firstly, there's recycling, not literally, not taking your bottles out. It's things coming back again, things coming back around again. Because in the center, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. And the other thing with the Wheel of Fortune, I'm really seeing this, literal fortune. I'm seeing it very, very literally, because you've got the Pentacles right next to that, the Ten of Pentacles. So there's fortune, very, very literal fortune here, opportunities, money, all that kind of thing. So you've got that around you as well. I don't know when that's coming in, I don't know what that is, but you've got that energy around you, that very fortunate money energy there. So I just wanted to say that to you before I started, because I could really feel that there with the center. So back to the Star. This is beautiful as well, really nice card. It's about, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting finding yourself, getting balance back inside yourself, really knowing yourself, because I think you lost yourself for a while, and I think you're getting to know yourself. Yeah, I'm getting this. A lot of people, or not a lot of people, I should say, not a lot of people knew you. Not a lot of people knew who you really were. A lot of people knew you. A lot of people know you now. But I think not many people, maybe even now, not many people know who you truly are, really deep down, very, very deep down in your soul. Not many people know that part of you. A lot of people just know a surface level of you. That's what I'm getting. And in this card, what this is showing me is you're starting to come out of that now. You're starting to open up. You're not doing it yet, but it's just a little start. So yeah, you've had lots of surface people around you, surface level people. And I think part of that was you as well. You didn't want to expose yourself. I'm getting this, it's kind of like people see you as this person who's like, oh, everything's fine, kind of on the surface. But it looks like you wanted to keep a part of you for you, if that makes sense. It's like, I don't want everyone to know me that deeply. I want to keep myself to myself. I want to keep that sacred inside myself. I'm not going to expose myself again. I've done that before. Yes, here we are. I'm seeing this. There's a loss here. So I don't know if this is just for a few people, but I have to say this. It's very crucial to this thing I'm seeing here. So there's someone you really opened up to. You opened all of yourself up to this person. They knew every part of you. You knew them as well. You knew them inside and out. You knew everything about them. And yeah, I'm getting physical help here. I don't know if this has anything to do with anything. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Physical help. They might have been unwell, might be that. I think you lifted them or helped them or helped them to walk or move. It's something like that. Or maybe they weren't well at some time and you came and visited them. There's something where you helped someone where they weren't well. I'm getting that. It might not be this person, but I'm sensing it is around this person. So it's like you help them physically. That's what I'm getting. And I'm getting lifting up. So it might be physical lifting up because I'm getting this physical help, or it might be lifting them up emotionally because you did love this person. I'm seeing that very clearly. I just have to apologize because my throat, I'm sorry, is not that good right now. So yeah, you loved this person. You opened up to this person. You helped this person in lots of ways. And then there was a loss. Now, I'm not sure what kind of loss that is. It might be that they left you. It might be an actual real loss, a physical loss, because I'm getting this physical illness. It may be either one of those things. But I think maybe that's why, or partly why you struggle to open up, because you opened up totally to this person and then you lost them. So if this is all resonating with you, it's like, if I open myself up, it feels risky. It's like I'm taking a risk. What if I open myself up and I lose someone again? So there's that risk thing. That's the kind of thing I'm getting there. And that's partly why you wanted to keep yourself to yourself, and you had this surface level relationships, not with everyone, but with most people. And most people knew you as this kind of, oh, everything's fine. But you've got this depth to you, huge depth, but you're keeping all of this to yourself. And what I'm getting in this card again is You're just starting to move out of that energy. Tiny, tiny, tiny little stages, just to start. Yeah, it feels like this is preparation, actually. Preparation. Okay, I'm going to stick my neck out here. I'm going to stick my neck out. At some time, you're going to go on some kind of journey, I think. It might be a physical journey, might be a spiritual journey. It might be everything all at once, because it feels quite big. Very, very, very big. And again, you've got the Wheel of Fortune in the middle, which can be about moving around, turning around, wheels, going on a journey. Yeah, it might be a completely different scene, a completely different physical scene, because I'm getting you feeling completely different. Oh, I feel so different. I feel like I'm in a totally different place. So it might be that you are actually going to a totally different place, or it might be that you just feel as if you're in a different place internally. And yeah, if you know what this is, if you know that this is an actual physical journey, or you know that you've got this big change coming up in your future, it might be that you're preparing for this on purpose. You might be saying, well, I'm making this big change. I have to open up more. If I'm going to kind of get better relationships, better friendships, all that, I'm going to try my best. It might be that. It might be that you don't know this thing's coming up and the universe is preparing you. It could be either those two things, but there's definitely a shift here. And if you're feeling that shift inside you, this is what's happening. It's opening, it's preparing you. It's preparing you for something that's coming up. A very, very, very big, very important journeys coming up for you. Again, it might be physical, it might be emotional, it might be everything all at once. I know that's a bit abstract, but I hope that makes sense to someone. Okay, so the next card you have your past is the King of Cups. Yeah, okay, just one more thing about what I was seeing in the Star card. If that made sense to you, again, you've got some very, very deep connections coming up for you. Very deep connections coming up. Lots and lots and lots of changes. This is what it feels like. So where you are now, this is how big it is. Where you are now, you're in the first part of your life, the first half of your life, I should say. And it's like the first part of your life's in preparation for the second half. That's what I'm getting. Really, really big changes. That's how big it looks to me. Now, yeah, you've been through some pretty bad things in the first part of your life. You know, you've had this loss that I'm seeing here, if that was you. Yeah, it feels like your whole life came to a stop at one time, actually. You completely stopped. I don't know if it was depression. I don't know if it was just you had this loss and you just had to stop. But you started again, and you've had a few stops and starts, actually. If you've had lots of stops and starts in your life, if that resonates with you, don't blame yourself for that. Don't say, oh, I'm a failure. I've had all these starts and I've had to stop again and I don't know what. Don't blame yourself, because all that's been in this part of this preparation for what you're going to now. You've had to learn all those lessons to get to where you're going. I'm seeing that very clearly. So never blame yourself. Never say, oh, why did that happen? I really regret that. Don't regret that. It all happened for a reason, because of what's coming up for you. So I'm getting that really, really, really clearly. Okay, so in this King of Cups, this is the opposite, because the King of Cups is really closed off. You're starting to open up. This King's closed off. So, yeah, someone's closed off, someone cut off, or they were at this time. This is in your past. Do you know what this feels like? It feels like someone's not saying anything to you, or they're not doing anything. They're not doing any work. They're not doing anything, but they expect you to open up to them. They expect you to do things for them. That's what I'm getting here. And it might be someone you used to be involved with, because, you know, if you look at this card, there's a red ship. It's just on the right-hand side. It's sailing out of this card. So, so passion's gone out, love's gone out. So it might be that, this is totally over, this whole relationship. It might just be that the passion's gone. Could be either one. It does feel like it's finished. It does feel like you're kind of getting out of this, because you're making all these big, big changes in the star. And usually, if you're making big changes in your life, internal changes, a lot of the time that comes from some kind of a loss. So it might be that you've broken up with this person. Anyway, so what I'm getting is there's some either a separation or the passion's gone or something's died down in this. And then they started opening up just a little bit to you again. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm getting this really clearly now. So you've separated from this person. You've absolutely separated from them. I'm getting that. And now they've started opening up again after that. I'm seeing that really clearly now. So, and I don't think you were totally closed off to them. I think you were wary. I think they came back again, gave you some little kind of messages or things like that. And I think you got this message and you got a few other messages from them, if this is you. And I'm getting this, it's like, what changed? What's actually changed here? You're coming back. What's different? If you're going to come back, something has to be different. You can't expect me to do all the running. You can't expect me to do everything. If you're going to come back, you need to show me that you're making an effort. Otherwise, why should I bother talking to you again? That's the kind of thing I'm getting. Yeah, this feels really imbalanced, actually. Yeah, I think it's probably always been a bit like that. Again, they were expecting you to do all the work. I'm seeing that really clearly. And, you know, I think when you separated, again, I'm seeing this now, when you separated from this person, that's when you started growing. Yeah, because it always happens. You see, I thought that's what it was, because usually out of a fall, out of a separation or a loss comes growth. It feels horrible at the time, but that's where you get your growth times. So yeah, you grew out of that. You grew away from that. You grew into more realism. You grew into authenticity. And that's the opposite of this person. Because they were doing this in and out thing, not really communicating. And then they came back in again. They gave you a few messages and then they ran away again. That's not real. That's not real. That's so, so false. It's the opposite of that. And okay, so yeah, I hate to give you this bad news, but you know, with the Two of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, with everything turning around, there's probably going to be, you know, they'll probably give you a few more messages. Yeah, it's the same kind of behavior again. So there's a bit of a repeat of this going around and around. And I was seeing that right at the start, recycling. So this bad behavior or this annoying behavior, it's going to keep recycling in your life. So you'll probably still get lots of little messages from this person again. So, but yeah. Okay, there's someone a lot more important here. There's someone a lot more important in your energy. Really, really, really important. Yeah, there's absolutely love. There's someone else here. I think you know who this is. This is completely different from this axe here. And maybe this axe is coming up to show, in this reading, to show your growth since then. And also to show how much you've grown. And just to show you that the difference between that and what I've got here. This is something pretty amazing. So, yeah, I don't think you're physically around them right now. Yeah, I'll just tell you what I'm getting. These are the exact words I'm getting. This is what's in my head. Bigger love. Bigger love. You've got bigger love here. Bigger love. Again, they're not around you physically. Someone's definitely in your energy. Yeah. I'm really, it's very powerful actually. Yeah, they're going through things as well right now. They're going through problems right now. There's some kind of family energy around them. It feels like pressure, it feels like problems. Yeah, just look at the Two of Pentacles. It's like, I want to be where my passion is. I want to be where my love is. This is what they want. They want to be with you. But they can't because they've got all these clashes, problems around them, ups and downs, you know, with the Two of Pentacles. So it looks like this is where they were at this time. They probably still are like this now. They're away from you for a few different reasons. I'm getting that very, very clearly. They're absolutely thinking of you. They can't leave where they are now. That's what I'm getting around that person. So if you know who this is, if you've got someone who you really, really love, who you care about, they're separated from you right now, that's what they're going through right now. They're having a lot of problems around them. I don't know if you know that or not. Lots of family problems. They want to be with you. There are lots of reasons why that can't happen right now. That's what I'm getting in that card. Okay, so the first card you have your present is, yeah, the Hanged Man. Yeah, again, holding back, not being able to be close. You're both like that. You have to be away from each other. This is some kind of practical reason I'm getting. There's a little bit of unsurety around you. Yeah, it looks like you know that at some time you're going to see this person, or you know that they're going to see you. Someone's going to see someone. Someone's going to travel to see someone. And, you know, obviously with everything that's happening right now, no one's traveling anywhere. So there's a delay there. So it looks like you've meant to see them maybe, and there was some kind of delay, and you're getting a bit of anxiety around that. But also, I think as things delay and as the time goes on, and it's like, oh, I thought I was going to see them now, and now I have to wait for a few months, or now I have to wait for this, or I don't know when I'm going to see them. The anxiety's around that, but there's also some anxiety around how they're going to be when you see them again. Are they going to be the same person again? Are they going to be a different person? This is what I'm getting in my mind that you might be feeling about them. It's like you've got a picture of them in your mind, and it's a little bit faded because you haven't seen them for a long, long time, and you don't want it to fade. You try and keep it alive, and you look at pictures of them, and that helps. But what you really want to do is see their face. You really just want to see them. I'm getting that really clearly, and that gives you a little bit of anxiety. And it's like, I just don't know if you're going to feel the same about me when I see you again. Every time the time goes past, every time a week goes past, a month goes past, I worry, I wonder, are you going to feel the same again? And are you going to see me as the same person? There's all these questions, and I think they're going around and around in your head, just like this Wheel of Fortune, it's going around and around. So if you're anxious about how they feel about you when you see them again, you know, I actually think, this is what I'm getting, I think they're having a lot of similar thoughts and similar feelings going around and around in their head, because they're coming up as the Two of Pentacles, and that's all about things going around and round. And also, if you look at this Two of Pentacles, he's got this big hat on. He's got this big hat on. So it's like he's trying to be taller than he actually is. Now, I'm not saying they're trying to be someone they're not, or they're pretending to be something they're not. I'm not saying that. But it's this feeling of, am I good enough? Am I good enough? I mean, he wouldn't feel that, this Two of Pentacles man, if he didn't want to make himself something else. He's worried about being good enough. So I think that's how they're feeling as well. Am I good enough? Are they going to see me differently? How are they going to see me? And, you know, I think when you do see them again, and I think you will, this is what's going to happen. Have a look at this Hanged Man. So you've got this beautiful lighting up your mind with this light bulb around his head. So this is a mind connection. You're going to be doing lots of talking, using your minds, connecting with your minds. I'm getting that very clearly. Then you've got these red legs, which is about passion. And the legs are leading up, or the feet are pointing up to the growth, the leaves. So you're waiting now, but that's what's ahead of you. That's what you're leading up to now. And of course, there's going to be nervousness, stress, all that kind of thing. But try not to be too anxious, because I think it's going to turn out really, really well. This is what I'm seeing in the Hanged Man. And yeah, I really hope this resonates with someone, because it feels really, really beautiful. And yeah, this is part of the reason why you're learning to open up, because of this person. Absolutely beautiful. I love this feeling I'm getting when I look at this. Okay, so the next card you have your present is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay, fantastic. Look at this. So I'm seeing this again. I was seeing this right at the start. There's some kind of a rise in income, money. I have to tell you, it's slow. I'd love to say, oh, it's coming in tomorrow. No. Oh, you're winning the lottery. No. It's slow. It's slow, because you've got the Knight of Pentacles there. You've also got the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about growing your money slowly, saving up, all that kind of thing. And okay, so this is what I'm getting. I just got this in my mind, the word curve. So, you know, when you go around a corner of a curve, so it might be that you have to travel to get to this job or opportunity or whatever this is, go around a few curves. Yes, okay, this is what I'm seeing now. Learning curve, because there's learning here. If you look in the corners of this card, they're all reading, they're all learning. So this is a learning curve. So there's learning, or there's training, or there's something you have to do in this. It's bringing you to this income. That's what I'm getting. There's a lot of work here, a lot of learning. It's coming in very, very slowly, very gradually. I'm getting that very, very clearly. Okay, so I'm seeing something else here. I'm seeing a warning. Just be a little bit careful. Someone might be asking you for something. I don't know why this is, but it feels like someone yeah, it feels like someone feels as if you owe them, or maybe it's just that they're trying their luck, because this is the Wheel of Fortune. It might be that, oh, let's try my luck. Let's see if I ask them for money, they're going to give me money. It's something like that. Yeah, I don't think they're just going to come out and ask you. It's more like, it feels more like, oh yeah, you should do this for me because you're supposed to help me. You're supposed to do this. Very entitled person. Very entitled person. Yeah, that's why I'm getting this warning. This is an entitled person. Okay, yeah, I'm getting family. This is a family member, because with the Ten of Pentacles here. Yeah, I know you know this, but I feel as if I have to say this. You're not obliged to do anything for anyone if you don't want to. It's absolutely your choice whether you want to help someone or not. Don't be guilted into anything. Just be prepared for this to come in. Be prepared for this person to say, oh yes, you owe me this, or oh yes, you should do this for me because something. It's something to do with family, someone in your family. And I'm going to go on with the Knight of Pentacles because I'm seeing the exact same thing here. Family, waiting for money. Someone feels very, very entitled. Look at the gold all over this card. Yes, this is what I'm getting. Golden girl or golden boy. So this is someone who's always got their own way, I think. And yeah, again, it might be a sibling, cousin. It feels like it might be someone close to you in age. Might not be, but I'm just getting that feeling. Because what I'm getting is I'm getting you growing up together with whoever this is. And you weren't given things when you were growing up. You had to work for things. This is a workhorse. And they were given things because they're the golden child, girl, boy, whoever this is. I know it sounds like I'm telling you not to help them. You can do whatever you like. Of course you can. You know that. I know that. It's just when I get all these warnings, I have to say, I can't not say anything. I have to say. So just want to warn you or prepare you for that happening. Okay. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. All right. So the first card you have for your future is the Ace of Swords. Very positive. This looks beautiful. Beautiful crown at the top. Beautiful. This is a couple I'm getting in this card. So yeah, if this is all resonating about this love connection that you're going to see, someone you're separated from, if you know you're going to see them again, there's no need for you to be nervous. Absolutely none.